What's up, everybody? It's your boy Toastmaster coming to you yet again from Ring Eye Studio, the outdoor version. And I'm here to tell y'all I went to Vegas and I had a good goddamn time, man. I swear. I was there from Sunday to Friday. I got back last night about 8:30 Eastern time. Um, it was great, man. It was my first time on an airplane, and honestly, I should have done this 20 years ago. It was phenomenal. It wasn't bad. I slept most of the way there and coming back, and so it was a 4-hour flight. But going, it took about 4.5 hours. But coming back, it was supposed to have been 4 hours and 40 minutes, and we ended up getting back about 45 minutes earlier. Um, it was great, man. The flight going had a little bit of turbulence. Wasn't too bad, but coming back, the turbulence coming back was bad. I didn't freak out or anything like that, but it was bad enough to the point where a couple people was screaming on the plane. But it balanced out, and I went to sleep again. It was good. It was fucking fantastic. Um, I'm gonna show y'all a couple of pictures that I took while out there, and get back and tell you in more detail about the trip.
One, two, three. Oh, okay. Did you get it?
All right, so before I get started, I'm gonna get me into one of these. King is dead, Mad Mofo, Mad Motherfucker, whatever you want to call it. Wait, get this tip cut. Got a cool Zippo lighter, but it has a butane insert, so don't worry. It's a torch. It's not a, I forget the name of the fuel they use for the Zippos, but it is a torch. This is my welcome back home stick. I get to get back into it, my regular routine. I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but as y'all know, I went to Vegas and was dealing with that. So, where we landed, the first place we went to after we checked in was PF Chang's, just to get a bite to eat, relax, things of that nature. And I got turned on to a Japanese smoked old fashioned. It was phenomenal. They used Suntory whiskey in it. And when it comes to you, like you saw in the picture, it has the glass, then it has a lid on it, and you can see the smoke in it. And when they take it off, they kind of spin it so that the smoke kind of swirl around as it comes out. It was pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Then after that, went back to the room, chilled out for a little while. I smoked a Magnum 54, and I opened that bottle of Johnny Walker 18, which was phenomenal. Johnny knew what he was doing in that one. They knew that company knows what they were doing. Took a nap, then went to this steakhouse. I cannot remember the name of it to save my life at this very moment. But I had the filet mignon, and a 12-ounce filet mignon, and it was phenomenal. It was one of the best steaks I had. When I cut it, it was like a hot knife going through butter. I didn't have to really get down into it or nothing. I got it medium rare. It was perfect in the middle. It was absolutely fantastic. I'm trying to look up what's the name of that steakhouse? Strip House is what it was called. Strip House. They make a pretty good old fashioned, and let me tell you, I haven't drank so many old fashions in a week than I did from Sunday to Friday when I left. I had one at the airport before I left from DC, and I had one at the hotel before we went off to the airport to head back here. It was phenomenal. So then a couple of nights we just hit the strip, saw some things. I had never been. Like I said, everybody knows I've never been to Vegas, so I was up there just like a child looking at every damn thing. It was crazy. It was crazy, man. I had a good goddamn time, man. They had a lot of girls out there that were dressed in two pieces with feathers and hats and all that kind of stuff, taking pictures and all that old kind of shit. I ain't taking no pictures with them, but I looked at them though. Went to the Venetian, saw a gondola, went on a gondola ride, did a little bit of shopping, got a few things. I did good gambling. I don't really like to lose a whole lot of money, so I usually start out with like 50 or $100, and if I start hitting, then I'll take what I started with, put that in my pocket, and that way I just play with the winnings. And if I keep winning that same amount that I started with, I put that back in my pocket. So the first night that I gambled, I think I only had $50 cash on me, and the ATM fees was $10. $10 to use the ATM. I mean, I get it, it's Vegas, but god damn. So I had about $50 cash on me, and I played. One thing I love to play is craps. I always play craps. So I got to the craps table. It was already a couple people. One guy shooting, and it was like two people behind him. So I just bet on the numbers. That 50 turned into 275, and then I walked away with 250. But then for some reason I went back, and I lost that 250 like that. That 225, I lost it like that. But I wasn't tripping because in my mind I only lost $50, so it was fine. Then a couple nights later, went back and gambled again. I did the same thing. I started with $50. No, I started with $100. No, I started with $50, and I got up to 300. And then I never put the starting money back in my pocket. I kept it in my hand, and I got to 300, and then I lost twice in a row and went down to 250. I walked away from the table at that point. Plus, these dudes that walked up came with like $1,000 cash, and I was just like, you know what, this table ain't for me. I'm good. I got my little 250. I'm good. They let you smoke in the casino. You can't smoke at the table games, but you can smoke at the penny machines. So what I like to do is sit at the penny machine with like a little $20 bill, put that in and bet all the low bets so that I could stay there for a while. And then uh, get the waitresses to come and bring me free drinks. Now I was under the impression that they had like, top shelf and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, can I get a Johnny Walker Blue? The lady was like, no, we don't have that. So I ended up getting just multiple shots of I want to say it was Woodford Reserve. Yeah, it was Woodford Reserve. I just kept having her bring me double shots of Woodford Reserve. And I was nice and good by the time I got to the crap table the first time and the second time. Overall, I ate good. I drank good. I saw a lot of stuff. I had a great time. I'm not going to say I was unprepared, but I was prepared enough to enjoy myself. But I understand that being in Vegas, while it's okay to not have a rental car out there was this lounge out there called Sugar Daddy's that I wanted to go to. And so one thing about Vegas is they have cabs out the wazoo, Uber and Lyft out the wazoo, but there's an issue with the ride share, the Lyft and Uber, where it's always at least a 15-minute wait before you can actually get somebody to even ping you for a pickup. So we ended up catching a lot of cabs places, and they were reasonably priced, but they do charge you an extra $3 when you pay with the card. And so, got to add that $3 on top of that. But the reason why I bring that up is because Sugar Daddy's is probably like 25 minutes away from where we were staying. And when we got out there, that we was waiting on a ride share, but nobody would pick up. So we ended up just saying it was like $21 on Lyft, $24 on Uber. So we figured in a cab it'd be roughly the same amount. Sadly mistaken, the cab was $46 to get all the way out there. Just to get all the way out there to find out they were having a comedy show, just to find out that they didn't, you had to have a ticket. Now, the flyer that I saw didn't say anything about the ticket. It just said it was a comedy show, doors open at 7. That's it. So when we got there, the lady said, we're not letting any more people in. If you have a ticket, you can get in, but if not, then I'm explaining to her that the flyer that I saw didn't say anything about a ticket. It just said, come to the show. So we ended up having to catch an Uber back. So we Lyft back. So we waited. I think it took the Lyft maybe 15, 20 minutes to come. And we went through 3 different drivers. It'll ping and say, hey, so-and-so is on the way. Then 5, 10 minutes later, it'll say, we found you another driver. Be there in 10 minutes. Then it pinged again and said, we found you another driver that said it'd be there in 10 minutes. And so the last one that pinged actually did get us. And the ride was only $19. So that's when I ended up falling off into Davidoff Cigars. Now that place was nice. I mean, the atmosphere, the sights. It was on an area. It was in an area called Fashion Row, I believe is what they called it, and it was nice. And coincidentally, on Thursdays, which was my last night there, they have, if any cigar for any cigar you buy, you get a free shot of Macallan 12. So of course, that's what happened. And they also had a nice little list of drinks that they had. I got one of them. I forget what it was called. It was a nice drink. It was pretty good. Then I just ended up getting old fashions after that, and it wasn't bad. I bought a Avo, however you say it, Nicaraguan. But I took with me a Opus X Lost City and a Cuban Punch. I only smoked the Cuban Punch because then I got hungry and we ended up going to get some pizza. And I finally had pizza without tomato sauce. It was Alfredo, it was white sauce. I had pepperoni pizza with white sauce. And it was good. It was damn good, actually. It tasted different because I'm so used to pizza, with tomato or whatever, but it actually came out good. It was real good, actually. So, My last night there was the night that I gambled again and walked away with the money. Overall, I will say that I had a damn good time. There was another area that I went to, and I found out a little history on Las Vegas. So Las Vegas Boulevard is the strip, but we went to this area called Fremont. One of the cab drivers was telling us that the downtown area, which is the Fremont area, is the original strip in Las Vegas. And so went down there, and it was very, very fun down there. I mean, it was people all over the place, street performers, um, a lot of music playing. They was playing "Doing the Butt," and if you're from DC, you already know how we get down with that. Um, nice restaurants down there. So next time when we go, that's where we're gonna stay. We're gonna stay on the Fremont area. Like the strip is cool, but it's a lot going on and it's very fun, but it's more family oriented. Fremont is more adult. Like I don't think I saw one child while out there. On the strip, man, you saw children, you saw baby carriages, strollers, all that kind of carrying on, which wasn't a problem. It wasn't like people was doing anything crazy. But one thing I found out about Vegas that I didn't know is people were just walking around smoking weed like it was nothing. And you know how when you traveling somewhere and you see those big billboards and whatnot, they had billboards telling you about dispensaries and stores that sell weed and edibles and all that kind of carrying on. I was shocked. I didn't know it was like that out there. I remember like many, many moons ago, it was uh, harshly punished to have weed or be found doing smoking weed or having weed on you. It was heavily punished a long time ago. So I guess times have changed. So, like I said, Fremont is definitely the area to go stay if you are, a bunch of people going, y'all all adults, and just catch a cab over to the strip because Fremont, I'm telling you, Fremont. If we would have stayed there, we would have had no reason to go to the strip unless it was something specific we were over there trying to see. That place was lit. It was it was absolutely fantastic. We went to this spot called the -5 bar. The -5 bar, um, I forget how much it costs. It's not cheap, but it's not like super expensive. But they give you parkas, gloves. They can get. It's an option where you can pay up and get a mink coat to wear in there, and literally you get 2 free drinks per person, and literally everything in there is made of ice. The glass that your drink come in, all the chairs, all of the walls, the bar area, the shelving, everything is made out of ice. It was an experience. You probably won't stay in there long because it is very cold in there. It was like 23 degrees or something like that in there. But it was a damn good experience if you ask me. Will I go to Vegas again? I sure as shit will. You can believe that. So I'm gonna post a couple more pictures so y'all can see. And then, get with me and tell me about your first time going to Vegas. And let me know how it was for you. In the meantime, check out these pics. All right, so that was my trip to Vegas. I had a good time. I will say that I should have gotten on an airplane 20, 25 years ago. I should have. There's no excuse as to why I didn't, because it was not bad at all. The seats were just a little uncomfortable. The good thing is there was only the third seat was empty, so we was putting not luggage, but like jackets and stuff like that over there. So and a little bit more wiggle room and whatnot. Coming back was a different story. When there's 3 people in the seat, it's a little uncomfortable. But all in all, I had a damn good time. A damn good time. I probably should have took a lot more pictures, but I was just so caught up in all the moments, and I'm not really a big picture taker, so to speak, but you know, like I said, next time I'll do better and be better. But I come back home. It was 80 degrees the entire time out there. I come back home to DC. It's 67. I got a hoodie on. You know what I'm saying? But all things considered, I had fun. I will be going again probably soon. Not soon, but I'll probably go again before the year is out. That's for sure. Won't go for 5 days though. Will not do that. But I had a good time. So don't forget to hit that button to subscribe. Tell a friend, comment, share, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Gone.